Frank McCourt, GE Productions, by Kyle and Evan. Frank McCourt was born in Brooklyn, New York on August 19, 1930. Frank McCourt was born in Brooklyn. His parents couldn't find work, so they moved back to Ireland.
His father was a drunk, his mother had too many children, and he had a lot of fear as a child. He was a good student because if he wasn't, the teachers would beat him, and he quit school at age 13. After he quit school, he alternated between odd jobs and petty crimes to get food. At age 19, he went to the U.S. and worked odd jobs until he was drafted into the U.S. military at the onset of the Korean War.
When he returned home, he was able to pursue a college education on the GI Bill. Although he never attended high school, he was able to persuade the admissions office of New York University to accept him as a student. He didn't feel ready to pursue a career as a professional writer, despite his interest in language and storytelling. After graduation, he went to work for the New York public school system, where he taught for the next 27 years.
He said he conducted writing classes instead of teaching them. He tried to show the students the significance of their own lives. He had them write about their own lives, then some students read them aloud to the class.
He had spent his summers working on a novel about his youth in Ireland. Once he retired from teaching, he found his own voice. He was then determined to write his own life story. Angela's Ashes sold over 4 million copies. It has been published in 27 different countries. Also, it has been translated into 17 different languages. Frank McCourt won 4 awards for his book: the National Book Critics Circle Award, the Los Angeles Times Book Award, the Abbey Award, and the Pulitzer Prize for Biography. "Tis," Frank McCourt's second book, picked up where Angela's Ashes left off, with his arrival in America at age 19. It was at the top of the bestseller list as soon as it was published. His memoir, created in 2005, Teacher Man, was about his 27-year career in the New York City school system.
I didn't know Angela's Ashes would be successful, and if it hadn't sold the way it did, it hadn't brought me all these prizes and so on, I would have gone back to teaching. But the book would have been written, it would be on the bookshelves, it would have its Library of Congress catalog number, and I would have been satisfied. I would have been profoundly satisfied, and I would have gone back to teaching, and that would have given me such satisfaction too. I'd stay there till I died. I'd be in front of the class someday talking about dangling participles, and I get an aneurysm and keel over, and they'd take me on feet first. A warrior, a pedagogical warrior. Everybody says, follow your dream, or Joseph Campbell would say, follow your bliss. You have to. If it's deep enough and authentic and profound and genuine, that's where you have to go. If you want to put on the collar of a clergyman, go and put it on. If you want to be a barefooted monk in the Himalayas, that's what you have to do. If you want to be a housewife, that's what you have to do. Because nature, I found out eventually why I was put on this earth. I was put on this earth to write. And as Thomas Carlyle said, happy is the man who has found his work. So I'm happy. And I hope everybody else finds that too.
Frank McCourt died on July 19, 2009 at age 78.